Hi everybody, it's Jennifer from Sunday Stitches and welcome to my project, A Handful of Stitches. So if you're new to embroidery, you've probably been online looking at how many stitches there are to learn, and there's a lot. There's at least 200, which can be a little intimidating. What I want to share with people is that if you want to take up embroidery, really all you have to learn is a handful of stitches. In fact, I've seen some absolutely spectacular work created by people using one stitch only, and I'll share some of their work with you later. I've also been talking to some people on social media, like Instagram and Facebook, and they've talked about feeling depressed, losing their motivation to create, not doing any of their art just because it was a pretty difficult year last year, more difficult for some than others, of course. And I was thinking if we did these little exercises together, whether you were using it as a way to learn embroidery or if you do another type of art, let's say you paint or you sketch or you work in ceramics, it's just a way to kind of get back in the groove of creating and thinking of new ideas and experimenting. And it's not like we're working on some grand project that you're going to hang up and show people at the end. They're really just creative exercises to help me, because I certainly need it, and hopefully you too. And it's something that we can all do together while we're still a bit restricted with what we're allowed to do and where we're allowed to go. So we're gonna learn probably 5 stitches. I think that's all we're gonna need. And we will learn a stitch and then see how can we manipulate that and work with it in different ways to create new patterns and textures. And I'll show you what I come up with, and I'm not the most creative person. I think I'm doing okay, but I'm sure there's some of you out there who are wildly creative, so I'm hoping that you share what you come up with as well, and then we can all learn from each other. For this, don't go out and spend a lot of money, especially if this is your first time embroidering. When you go to the craft store, you will want to have a hoop, because some of the stitches we are going to learn, it's a lot easier to do it when your fabric's nice and taut, so we'll just make things easier for you. Then they sell fabric usually in the embroidery section. It's in a little bundle. It's about $10. I've also seen people use old sheets, and that would work just fine too. I wouldn't use something with a pattern just because we want to practice creating textures and patterns without it already being on the fabric. And maybe up to 5 colors of thread. I pulled 5 that I've been playing with for this, but really you could do it with 2. But I do want to warn you, if you've never looked at all the embroidery thread at the shop and you see what they have, you might want to buy it all. I kind of do. And a plain scissors will be fine for this. And a packet of embroidery needles, and you can buy a packet that has a wide variety of sizes, so that way you can pick and choose which is more comfortable for you. That's it. Bare bones. This is more of a creative exercise to learn what we can do when we master just a handful of stitches. So I'll put more information online. I will also post information and pictures and progress images of how I do the stitch and how I'm manipulating them on social media, so here in Facebook and Instagram, and then also on the website, and I'll put a link to that below. So we'll start on Sunday, Valentine's Day, and I hope you join us, and I can't wait to see what you make. So until then, this is Jennifer from Sunday Stitches, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.